Bueno, en Puerto Rico no hay mucho comida así de ese país, pero hay mucho mofongo, hay mucho arroz con gandules, hay mucho pernil también. ¿Qué más? Carne frita. Ay, Dios mío, no sé qué más puedo mencionar, honestamente, pero en Puerto Rico hay diferentes clases de comida. Um,
What'd you say?
So welcome. This is the second edition of the Heroes podcast, which we think we're going to call the Heroes on Air. So there it is. And you may see this again. You don't know. But at any rate, so I am a retired neurologist. I practiced in Fort Worth for 38 years. But in retirement, I decided to write a book. I wrote a book about everyday heroes in America that were doing things that were heroic and kind of unsung heroes, but they depended on the Christian faith, even though they weren't churchgoers. And so I called it The Heroes, and I wanted to make a movie, actually, of it. So the first part of it, I adapted in a screenplay. The screenplay got nominated for Best Film, Best Feature Film Script in a number of film festivals across the country. I then did a, excuse me, a proof of concept, a short version of the movie where these wonderful people performed, and it got won the best short film from the LA International Cinema Awards, and this was just a few months ago. We had a wonderful ad campaign with TikTok and Instagram, and these people played their characters, and that was a big hit, 670,000 views. With strong engagement in 5 weeks. And lastly, I went to the American Film Market, and got a letter of intent to distribute the film after it's shot from Film Hub, which is wonderful. And we're in the process of securing some funds for that, and we are depending on God's providence and wonderful timing, because as we talk about this, it's none of this could have happened without his presence. So having said all that, I will now introduce the brains behind this thing, the nicest guy, the hardest working man in podcast business, Bryan Fernandez. Take it, Bryan.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that so much. Well, hey, everybody. Saludos, saludos. We are back at it again, episode 2. I think we're a little more loose now. Episode 1 was an icebreaker. But we are just so excited to be here. And sitting next to me, we have our new guests. We have Terrance Banks and CJ Morrison, who play Luther and Estelle in The Heroes. So if you guys want to go ahead and dive in and talk about who these characters are and how they fit into the story.
Okay, well, I had the honor of being able to play Estelle Grey, and she was sort of a potential victim of the, I guess you would call him a pastor, but she was at a stage in her life where she was taking care of her mother, who couldn't afford to take care of herself, and her mother got cancer. And so she was desperate. She was already working as much as she possibly could to try to take care of her mom. And she really was looking for a miracle. And so she felt like this pastor was going to be able to give her the miracle that she was looking for, although it came with a cost. And so Estelle was I loved playing that character. That was a thrill.
Okay, and I played Luther. Luther was a janitor, a good Southern person, quiet, real shy, but he also did a heroic thing in the film. So I don't want to give it all up.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically Luther.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. So CJ, I just got to tell you, when you were playing Estelle in the POC, I was stunned because I think there were like 20 takes. I counted of CJ playing Estelle Grey, where you had to cry and give a line, an impassioned line, and it is the linchpin, excuse me, the hinge of the whole movie, really, because you're the damsel in distress, and here's this religious predator, Reverend Mike Tillotson. I'm sure you know him, who is going to take advantage of you, and that this was the bait to get everybody to say, no, we can't let this happen. So tell us how it is. What's your process to be able to make us, come across with a solid performance multiple times in a row? And it's so important for production, of course, because then we don't have to retake because of you. But the takes that we did were because of lighting and angles and everything. So tell us your process and tell that to young actors out there who are trying to figure it out.
I feel like we all have every character in us. And I guess I kind of am a method actor because I truly become whatever character I'm playing in a film. And so it's just a matter of digging back in there. And we've all had times in our lives when we felt desperate, when we have felt tremendous sadness. And so I go there. I go to that place. And so I was Estelle. And I was destitute. I was at the brink. And so I just stay in that character. And no matter how many times we have to retake the scene, I'm still her. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of it is, I guess, a little bit of method acting because I do become whoever it is.
Mm-hmm. But you can, as I witnessed, I mean, you could, there was a cut and you just came right back. And in this part, in the scene that you were playing, you go through a number of things. These women come up and say, how can we help you? First, Stephanie comes up, who is a cold fish, and says, what's wrong with you? And the other women said, how can we help? And they're listening. And you have to explain to them what's happening. And then at the end, you just break up and break down and just, you need a miracle. And honestly, you really need an award for that. It's amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
It was a great, great role to play.
Yeah.
And the eventual message is so powerful.
Yeah. So talk about your recent projects. You've been real busy.
You know what's so funny? Right before I auditioned for this role for the Heroes, I was laughing and telling friends, I think I have 60-something credits, but really none are faith-based films. None of them have a Christian message. And so I was laughing, saying that the Lord only lets me be in secular films because apparently he just wants me to be a light wherever I am. He doesn't let me be in faith-based films. Well, then this came along and I auditioned for it and I got this role. And I was like, he has a sense of humor. So there was that. And I just loved playing Estelle so much. Then after that, I auditioned for another faith-based film for a film called Virgin Birth. Derek Gates wrote and produced that film, and it's a K-Love project. So you can see it on K-Love. It's on Netflix. It's all over the place now. But another faith-based film. Then after that, I had been writing a script with a friend of mine, and we got that written, and we immediately, it didn't take any time at all, and we got that shot, and it has turned out to be a fantastic film. And we did a music video that goes along with that.
And the name is? What's the name?
Oh, yeah, I guess you would need to know. Yeah. It's called A Whisper of Faith.
A Whisper of Faith. Oh,
and it's hitting the festivals now. I think it's going to do well.
Oh, yo.
Sometimes I just chuckle with the Lord because he does have a sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah.
No sooner did I say that than boom, boom, boom.
Was that the film that I was able to see? Is that The Whisper?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Guys, she made me cry on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Like she sent it to me. I was like, it was such a it was also about grief. And it was
Uh-huh.
just phenomenal film. I just have to say, it brought me to
Wow.
tears. It
Wow.
touched me deeply, and
Yeah.
I related to it once more, like we were talking about yesterday about grief. It touched
Yeah.
me so deeply. And did you write that project as well?
I wrote it with a friend.
That's
We wrote it together.
amazing. I
Right.
just had to say
Yeah.
that. Go ahead,
Mhm.
sorry, but that was just it was
And
a beautiful film.
Thank you.
Where do we find it?
It's in the festivals right now. I'll just send it to you.
Oh, yeah, please. Oh, please. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, sir, motion. So now, I just had, I'm from Michigan. You're from Michigan, and we talked about this when we
There-
first met.
Yes.
And go blue. Excuse me. I'm from Detroit. You're from Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Michigan is. I mean, Grand Rapids is very, very different from Detroit. You would
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about growing up in that, and tell us also about your faith journey, because I believe you said you grew up singing in church and your mom with
Mhm.
gospel. Tell me all about that.
Well, grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Played football,
What the position?
running back
Ooh.
from Ottawa, for Ottawa Hills High School.
Ooh.
My mom used to bring us to church every Sunday. I never wanted to go. I wanted to always hang out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So she would sit me in the front row while she goes sing in the choir. So I was just, sit and watch her. So I got older and I moved to New York City at 19
Oh,
to
wow.
pursue a music career,
No kidding.
singing.
Oh, wow.
So I remember, my mom always told me about God, and I was like brushing it off, whatever.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
okay. So one day I was in New York and I was hungry. I had $5 to my name.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. The pizza was $2.50. So I had another $2.50 to get on the train to get back to where I was going. So I remember I was like, God, I just need some money. I just need some money. So I bought the pizza. So I'm sitting in there. I finished the pizza. Oh, here I go. I go outside. I look on the ground. $100 bill.
Whoa. Whoa.
And
Wow.
that was my
Wow.
faith and belief right there. I was
Yeah.
like, yes, it is a God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to serve him.
Yeah.
And I believe him. Call my mom like, yo, you're right. There is a God.
Wow.
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 That's what brought me
Yep.
like to the faith of.
Don't you love faith stories?
Yeah.
They're all different. We
Yeah.
each have a unique faith story.
Right.
And God, the love languages, the books. God knows our love language. He knows how to get to us. Sometimes it's gifts. Sometimes it's touch. Sometimes it's words of encouragement, right?
Yeah.
That is,
Mhm. 'Cause
man.
My mom, she did my album with Bethel Pentecostal Church in Grand Rapids, Michigan,
Uh-huh.
with William Abney, Bishop William Abney.
Uh-huh.
And then off that, like, you know what? I think I can help the youth. So we started a thing, youth choir called Jam, Jesus and Me.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, I started writing songs and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's how I came to it.
Man. So that was that in New York, the Jesus and Me, or was that?
No,
oh,
that
no,
was in Grand Rapids.
that was back. So
was
you
Grand
came
Rapids.
back from New York to
Mhm.
Grand Rapids,
Yeah.
and then you're down here now in Texas.
in
How did you
Texas.
get down here?
Well, my mom, my dad, they're from East Texas.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
They're getting up in age, so we have our own street,
Mm-hmm.
OC Bank Street. That's my dad's name, OC Bank Street.
Oh, nice.
He was in the Vietnam War.
Oh yeah.
He was the first Black or African American chief for the fire department.
Oh.
In Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh wow.
Also, and his parents are here, so he moved back to take care of his parents.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have to come back to take care of mine. 'Cause they're getting up in
Yeah.
age. They're not young as you.
He's really working it, isn't he, folks? Yeah, right.
I know. I was sitting here thinking they're in their 60s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, children. Children. Okay.
So yeah. So I came back down to reinvent myself from the singing and to get into the acting and to take care of my parents.
Yeah. Do you have any projects you want to tell us about?
I have a project with a hip hop artist. His name is Oshadamis. It's called the Tsunami Soul Project, like neo soul music.
Uh-huh.
And then I also have a solo project coming out.
Mm-hmm. I think I've seen a little bit of that. It's on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Hey, so you've talked about singing and I think you have warmed up your pipes. I think we witnessed that earlier. So if you wanted to just, grace us with some amazing
Oh, okay.
music.
I could do that for you.
Okay.
Rain fills the sky, but yet the sun is always there, though it seems to hide, waiting for the right moment to brighten up your life. Just like a mother's love, a child can rest their head and be secure. I can be that and much more if you only give me half the chance. Standing right here with outstretched hands, you've got to understand. If you only look my way, hear the words I say. I'll offer you my love, how long must I wait?
Bravo.
Thank you.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Thank you. That was a song by commission.
Uh-huh.
Shouts out to Marvin Sapp.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
I hear the
Amazing.
rain, and of course, I hear rain, and I think of your bit. Yeah, there's always raining somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's deal, yeah. Brian, you got some questions for these wonderful people?
Yes, I do. So honestly, my question is we're gonna start with CJ. You talked a little bit, yeah. I mean, you talked a little bit about your process playing Estelle, and I got to see that, live, and it was just amazing. Like, you know, getting to see, when I met her before she even was filming her scene, she was so bubbly and so like sweet, and just I was getting to know her, and then the moment she was called on set, and they yelled action, she just like locked in, and I thought that was just such an incredible thing to witness, because for me, as an actor, I stay in the zone all day. Like even when they cut cameras, I like stay in the zone. I recently did a project called Deadline in January where the character kind of faced some really psychological circumstances where it caused me to actually stay in character even while they were, fixing lights or whatever the case may be. And so I had to stay in it. And that's my process. But getting to see other actors have a different process is always so amazing to watch. I mean, for me, it's like I'm a sponge. I love absorbing different types of, processes and the ways that actors perform, because we all don't perform the same. We all have our own method of getting into character, our own method of performing. And so just getting to see CJ is really cool, and you did such a great job.
Thank
I think my question to you is, because there are a lot of Estelles in real life.
Mhm.
There really is. A lot of people tend to, when their faith is tested, they end up trusting man more than God at times. You know what I mean? Or they think that if they put all of their faith, and also economic stuff, like all this thing, they think that if they could pay their way into a miracle, that it would be successful. And in reality, what I love about your character and what I love about this film is that it teaches you that men will disappoint you 95% of the time. You can't trust, men all the time. You have to kind of put your faith in God, put your faith in your ability to push forward. So, my question to you is, what do you hope people learn from Estelle?
Well, a scripture just came to mind when you were talking. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, because life happens. And, I've been a Christian since I was 9 years old. And I think sometimes people think, oh, well, then you've had it easy since you were 9 years old. Well, no, because the storms come to everyone, believers, unbelievers. And so the thing that I always try to emphasize to people is you have to trust him. He tells us that in this world you will have trouble, but fear not, I've overcome the world. That's huge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
be able to trust in that and
Yeah.
know that
Absolutely.
that this world is not the
Yeah.
end of it.
Yeah.
After this is what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love her character so much.
Yeah.
And then I also, kind of changing topics a little bit, is that I actually got the green light to announce that me and CJ actually are working again together on a really cool feature film called Faith the Size of a Piggy Bank, directed by Alfred Castillo. And we had a table read a while back, and we have a table read coming up. So we're kind of excited about working on that project. I play a pretty nosy church man. You guys will see it's a cute little role. But I do have to also thank CJ because she also played a part in me getting that part and letting me audition for the film. So I'm very grateful for that, and I thank you so much. She's
Well,
a
it's my
phenomenal.
pleasure.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal human
You make
being.
me look good.
She's a phenomenal person. Yeah, she
It's an honor.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
telling you.
She's
You know?
amazing. But who do you play, if without giving too much spoilers?
I play an HR lady, and so my part of it, I don't want to give away very much, but my part of it just sort of solidifies how when we are faithful, he comes through.
Mhm.
If we just trust him, he comes through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But waiting is kind of hard, isn't it?
the waiting
Yeah.
part and
The waiting.
and sometimes the trusting part is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
all of that.
Yeah,
Stepping
exactly.
out
Yeah.
in faith
Yeah.
can be really scary, but when
Yeah.
we do, he's always faithful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He always is.
I mean, getting to read the script in the table read was really beautiful. It's a great story. It's also based on a true story, based off of a true story. So that's gonna be fun to shoot.
Sure will.
And then also for Terrance, my question for you was, who is your biggest inspiration in life, and does that impact the way you navigate this industry?
The biggest impact in my life, probably my parents,
Mm-hmm.
my mother and my father.
That's nice.
They set example, integrity, honesty, and I take that through my daily life on set, everywhere I go. I try to be a stern, real person,
Mm-hmm.
authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then also have a question that we've been asking everyone so far on the podcast. I believe every actor or filmmaker deserves this question to be asked. So my question is for both of you: do you have a dream role or director to work with?
Yes. The next one.
Oh, okay, Alfred, right? Is that who we're?
So right now it's
wow.
Alfred
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
Faith the
awesome.
size of a piggy bank. Yeah, I just I never have any really big dream. I just love every role I ever get to play. So
That's
it's always
awesome.
the next one.
That is awesome. That is so cool.
I want to work with, it's two. I want to work with Jordan Poole,
Oh
do
boy.
Dead Sinners,
Oh yeah.
and I would love to work with 50 Cent.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And as far as an actor, I would love to do something with Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Yes.
He's a singer and actor. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
kinda
Nice.
mentor myself after him.
That's cool.
So it'll happen.
Nice
It will happen.
goals.
God's willing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, now I think we're coming a little bit close to the end here, and so since you're all actors, I thought it might be fun to play an improv game with these wonderful people. Now, this may fall flat on its face because it is, as you know, on air, and we
Yes.
haven't rehearsed anything. Have we rehearsed anything?
No.
No, we have not.
I'm going to
So
bomb.
please be kind to us, and if it's great, tell your friends, and if it isn't, don't tell anyone. So here it goes, and I'm going to play an Irish guy named Seamus, and I'm going to try to do an accent that's kind of Irish, a little Irish. Seamus had an sainted Irish mother who taught him to ignore the rain. It's raining all the time in Ireland, but to look for the bright side of life. And wouldn't you agree that that's important?
Oh yeah. But you know what? I went on vacation to Ireland last summer, and what I loved was the food. We had something called Irish stew. It was delicious.
Irish stew? I don't like Irish stew. I like hot dogs. Matter of fact, I have to go to 7-Eleven and get one. Bye-bye.
Bueno, en Puerto Rico no hay mucho comida así de ese país, pero hay mucho mofongo, hay mucho arroz con gandules, hay mucho pernil también. ¿Qué más? Carne frita. Ay, Dios mío, no sé qué más puedo mencionar honestamente, pero en Puerto Rico hay diferentes clases de comida.
What'd you say?
Translation.
Translation time. I just said that in Puerto Rico there are so many more varieties, different varieties of food that in Ireland you don't really find. But yeah.
Yes.
So there we have it. And thank you so much for watching this. Until the next time, blessings.